Tilt. Fonzie's Fantasyland at 31 Oxford Street, now a disappointing IGA, opened in 1979 next door to Patches, a few months after the ghost train fire at Luna Park killed 7. It was Alan Saffron's brainchild, Mr. Sin's only legitimate heir, later disinherited, dreamed of a chain of leisure centres to clean up the family name. He told the Sydney Morning Herald Henry Winkler himself endorsed the venture. I was one of the original Fonzie's girls, the only natural blonde. Alan wanted blondes. Blue satin shorts, nude stockings, making change and waiting tables. Prior experience, none, unless winning a poetry competition and playing firepower at Reggio's counted. The kitchen hands were students from East Sydney Tech. They approached it like an art project. Kinky white nurse-style uniforms accessorised with Dolly Parton wigs, like something out of Richard Prince. They perfected psychedelic ice cream sundaes and gave out quarter tabs of acid gratis. They were cool. I looked up to them and heeded their advice. The hard men got together in the glassed-in office, cone of silence. Abe stopped by for a sandwich, keep it simple. When the red payphone rang, it was usually Susie, Alan's wife, checking in from Hawaii. For a while it was happy days to the tune of Donna Summer's Greatest Hits, Volumes 1 and 2. A silver stream flowed through my hands. When I accidentally locked the till, one of the street kids who hung around jumped the counter in a flash and pulled out a wad of keys, tools of the trade. In the quiet early hours of the morning, punters lay on their backs, tripping in the rainbow neon tunnel. Brooke Shields came to town for the premiere of Tilt, between Pretty Baby and Blue Lagoon. We rolled out the red carpet and made a guard of honour. She was sweet, tired, 5 years younger than me. The movie flopped and she ended up in hospital with bronchitis. Space invaders had landed and the mood was introverted. The art students were the first to go, taking their joie and their LSD. I was reprimanded for reading and stayed too long on my break upstairs at Patches, watching the drag show and drinking Bacardi. I wore the wrong stockings and didn't care. The dark bit at the top showed below my shorts. The junior manager I'd reported for sexual harassment lectured me on pride in appearance. The handwriting was on the wall and I was ready to go. To show there were no hard feelings, the boss handed me a scrap of paper. If you're ever in any trouble, call this number. We look after our own. I thought of Juanita Nielsen, last seen entering the Carousel Club in July 1975. 2 years later, it was Fonzie's turn to burn. The chief suspect was Les Murphy, youngest of the 3 Murphy brothers, jailed for life in 1987 for the rape and murder of Anita Cobby, nurse and sometime beauty queen. According to the NCA report, Les was working at Fonzie's at the time. The evidence against him wasn't followed up. No charges were laid. By then, Alan was long gone. See Ramsey's Kitchen Nightmares for the LA sequel. And the green bands were history. Around that time, I went to a weird party in an almost empty apartment at Victoria Point. Soon Heat Wave, starring Judy Davis as Kate Dean, a Nielsen-style activist heroine, would be showing at the Academy Twin, 3A Oxford Street, opened in 1974 with Polanski's Macbeth, closed for good in June 2010.